Line Group with your Blue Line Wives Roll Call podcast. I'm Shannon Gilbert with Emerge Real Estate.
I'm Jamie Wright with Wright Dabo Insurance.
And I'm Amy Lewis with Priority Mortgage. Happy Valentine's Day.
Yes, we are coming to you live from LEPD Firearm and Range on Bethel Road right here in Columbus, Ohio.
For those of you that are not familiar with who we are a dedicated team of law enforcement families specializing in real estate, financial, and insurance services, fervent about creating ongoing professional relationships and giving back to our first responder families.
So today we have a sweet show for you guys.
Aww.
But first, I do want to take a minute just to recognize Jason Jackson, who was a CPD officer who passed away, was laid to rest last week. And just wanted to take a moment to recognize him. Undoubtedly, whether you knew him personally or not, you do realize that through all of the social media posts and all of the words spreading around, the amount of police life that he exuded, that he lived. He was the son of former CPD police chief James Jackson. So he was raised in a police family. He was an officer. He also was very heavily involved with the recruiting department, so he was trying to get more people into the police life. He was also involved with the Explorers program, which lets younger people explore what it's like to live this life too. So no doubt that he lived that life through and through. So we just wanted to take a minute to send out our condolences to his family. And we are definitely all keeping all of you in our prayers and thoughts for strength and praying with you that you get through this.
Yes, our thoughts and prayers are with
Absolutely.
their family. Before we get started with our special guest, I just want to let you, happy Valentine's Day from all of us. And since the Blue Line Group is feeling all sorts of love today, we are giving away 3 tickets in a suite to this Saturday's charity event. It's First Responders charity events, Police vs. Fire hockey game. It starts at 2, doors open at 1. You can stay and watch OSU take on Minnesota at 6. All you have to do is like and comment the link below, and we'll be picking a lucky winner at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Woohoo!
Wow, that's going to be fun.
Yes,
I'm super pumped about that.
Yeah, it's going to be a great day.
I know, it's exciting.
Exciting. Well, let's go ahead and get to it, shall we?
We shall.
I would like to introduce our very special guest today, Mrs. Jen Summer of
Good
Summer's
morning.
Cookie
Yes.
Co.
Welcome.
Welcome. We're
Thanks
so
for
glad
having
you're
me.
here.
Thanks so much for being here with us.
And she's a Leo. She's a law enforcement officer's wife.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So Jen and I actually go way back. We went to Hartley together, so we know each other by maiden
Those
name.
Hartley girls.
I know, man. But she met her hubby in college.
Yes.
Okay. So she went through all the nasty with him as well. But how many years have you been married to your deputy?
13 and a half years.
13 and a half years.
Ooh, lucky 13.
Yeah.
We made it to the half of
That's
that.
right.
So you're good to go.
The half. Oh, like
13
this-
and a half. She's over the
Oh.
13-year mark.
I'm like, what's going on at year 13?
Well, they say it's a 7-year itch, so she's way past that.
yeah,
There
well,
you
she's
go.
past the 7-year, yeah.
Yes.
Lucky 13.
They have 2 beautiful daughters together. So you guys have gone
Yes.
through a lot.
Police Academy with a newborn.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
Tell us a little bit.
That was John went through the Police Academy 7.5 years ago, and I think it was like day 3. I went into labor and Bellamy arrived. They gave him like the day off, which was rare.
That's unheard of.
He
Yeah.
was 3 days into the academy?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So basically, he was there during the summer. So I just took care of Bellamy. I was solo parent.
Yeah.
Which was,
Yeah.
I mean, kind of how it is.
Typical.
Now.
That's what I say, single
Yeah.
mom with your bills paid.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Man, so
Aw.
he went back to work the next day after you gave birth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so he didn't have any time off for bonding or
No.
anything to help you?
Yeah.
He had weekends off, so that was
Yeah.
somewhat
yeah.
nice.
Or, you know, in the
for a little
academy,
bit.
they don't care what goes on in your life. Like, if you're not here, then you need to.
I
go
can't believe
next
he even
round.
got the day off.
Yes.
Yes. So that was nice.
That's actually. I remember those days, not the academy days, but I remember those days of being home, and your husband's always gone, and you're
Yeah.
just raising your kiddos by yourself.
Mm,
Yep.
Especially like a wee one.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can barely do it now, and she's almost 9 months old. Like, there's no way.
I was married to my husband when he went through the academy. So how many 10 codes do you know?
I don't know any.
See?
Did you
She's
help him
separating
study?
church and state, Amy.
Evidently. I don't know. Am I the only wife that was forced to help her husband study? I don't know.
Well, I learned them quickly just because it's how they talk. But we'll take you to lunch and we'll teach you.
Yeah.
That way, when your husband comes home with some codes, because the reason why he doesn't know 10 codes is he's a deputy,
Yeah.
and they didn't use 10 codes.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
they do not use those codes. So tell us a little bit about your business.
So I have a cookie business, Summer's Cookie Co., and it started,
What is a gift?
oh my gosh, 3.5 years ago, I think.
Oh.
And
So
it was
yummy.
just to help make a little extra income since I'm at home with the kids. Our youngest has autism, so we've got a lot of expenses with that. And the business just exploded after about 6 months.
Yeah, I
And now
remember
I'm
this.
Almost fully booked through
Yeah.
the first half of the year.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about the transition, because you had a full-time career.
Yeah, I worked for Franklin County. I was a case manager
Yeah.
for 8 years
Yeah.
or so.
So tell us a little bit about the transition. Like, obviously you guys had special circumstances. So what kind of, provoked that? How did that look for you? Because I know there's probably a lot of wives out there that are thinking, I have a career, but I'd rather be at home with my family.
Right.
I'm thinking about starting a home-based business. So tell us a little bit about your transition there.
We made the decision because John wanted to go out on to patrol.
Uh-huh.
So with daycare, you know how daycare is
Oh,
expensive.
yeah, girl.
Yeah, everybody here's been through that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it wasn't in our budget. So I had to decide to stay home. And then I went through a couple different mom hustles.
I
and
remember that
none
too.
of-
I remember that too.
Mom
None of
hustles.
them worked out.
Well, let me just say this before you go on. So she's like super crafty. She was an extreme couponer for a while. She would like make the signs that you hang up in your house. So like she can do everything. She's like the jack of all trades. And I remember you starting off doing some of those things.
Yeah.
And I remember even telling Eddie like, "Oh, this is my friend Jen. Like she's really hustling. She's trying to do the somebody just walked over my grave. Did you guys see that? She's trying to like, chill. She's trying. I'm sorry. I have a
Girls,
cold.
Valentine's Day, don't die.
And
on
I
us.
got Sudafed head. But I remember talking to him about all of that too. So then I remember I said she started baking cookies, and then all of a sudden it just went crazy.
It exploded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you get your icing? Like, is this like a special kind of icing?
It's royal icing. So you just outline it, and then you use a thinner consistency and fill in the middle.
Could you imagine us making these? They'd be like a hot mess. I could never.
It'd be like one of those Pinterest like
Yeah,
fails.
right.
Yeah, these are so professional
are.
looking. They are a work of art. Honestly, I can't imagine how wonderful.
I
they
make about
taste.
like 200 to 500 per week.
Yeah.
So
Do your
just
kids
kinda
help
get-
you?
No, they eat.
They eat.
They eat the leftovers.
They help you by eating the leftovers, so you don't have
Yes.
so much to clean up, right?
So let's just say that somebody wants to have little Susie a birthday party. When should they get a hold of you to place the order?
Typically, I release dates in January and June for like a 6-month period, and they should get a hold of me then.
What's
Yeah.
your typical turnaround
So
time?
6
for
months or just?
Yeah, because right now May and June are fully booked.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
with
okay.
graduations and weddings and showers. I have some availability, and depending upon like if an order would fit with another order I have that week, I could squeeze them in.
Mm-hmm.
But typically, I'm booked 12 weeks in advance.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, well, Jimmy's 13, so I'll book for years when he graduates.
Yeah,
Put me
yeah.
in the books, girl. No, I'm kidding. That's incredible. So 6 months. When you order cookies from her, do you order?
Yeah, I ordered my Police Week cookies. What in December? Was that November?
Yeah.
November.
So you don't get any like
So-
perks, like if you call, like, I'm so sorry, Jen, but
Oh.
I forgot to order.
I mean, so we'll talk about that now then. So Jen has done 4 separate orders for me. The first was the Police Week, was that 2016?
Oh,
Six-
yeah. Yeah.
So they were super cute because they're the shape of Ohio, right? And it was the black royal icing with the blue line through the middle. Or no. Maybe it was like the Ohio heart. No, it was blue line.
It was blue line.
But she can do both.
Yeah, she could do both. So, but so I gave them to everybody at my husband's sub, and they loved them. They loved them, and they were like this big. I mean, and they're dense and they're just really yummy. So
And all cops love free stuff.
and yeah, yes. And then she also did my wedding cookies.
Yes.
It was an amber stamp, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was the and.
Yeah.
Those were huge. Those were my gift to everybody.
So how long would it, like, how
Nice.
many did you order?
I think it was like
50 or so.
yeah, something like
So
that.
how long would it take you to make 50 of those cookies? Like, how long did it take?
Once they're baked, it can take like a day just because you have to let
Cool.
steps dry before you can write on a cookie or paint on a cookie.
So you have to have tons of
Mhm.
patience.
Yeah, that
See, I don't
takes-
have patience.
But I have
couldn't
like
wait.
big baker's
Like-
racks, so I just make them, do a step, put them back on the rack, let them dry, work on another order, and just keep rotating.
So
It's like
tell
waiting
me a little-
tables.
Well,
yeah,
I did notice,
exactly.
like, you had a shelf, right?
Yeah, I have 2 of them
Like what you would see in a
Like-
bakery.
Yeah.
sitting in our house. Yeah.
at your house. So
Yeah.
you're still doing all of this. You might need to invest in
One
a
of
bigger
these
piece
days.
of real estate to get your cookie
Yeah.
business
We need
going.
like a bigger house with like a second kitchen.
Oh, I
Yeah,
can help
yeah.
you with that.
So can I.
Be on the hunt for me.
Yes,
for
I'm
one.
just kidding. So what about gluten-free? Do you have any gluten-free cookies
I
that you
do
make?
not do gluten free. There is a baker in Columbus that does. So all of us other cookie makers, we always refer everybody to her, just because you want to keep separate
Separate.
equipment.
Sure.
Yeah, you can't claim to be gluten free unless you are
Have-
baking in a all separate dishware and,
Right, and
the
appliances
ovens
and-
for some people they need a
Mhm.
separate oven.
Yeah.
Some people are highly sensitive to that.
Well,
Do
you
you
are
do-
gluten. You have to get gluten-free, correct, Amy?
Yes,
So she can come to
unfortunately.
your house and make the gluten-free cookies.
Well, I don't know. I still make gluten for my family, so
You
No,
use separate
I-
pans?
no, I do not. I just don't eat I don't eat what I cook.
Oh, geez. So what do you eat?
Yeah, I make myself separate. It's kind of a running joke in our family. I make 4 dinners every day.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
how it is in our house.
That's how it is in mine.
Yeah.
Well, we're
That's
getting better,
okay.
but
Really?
Yeah, it
I'm
works.
retired. I don't cook anymore. Poor Jimmy. I'm like, order DoorDash. I do.
he does
I'm
too.
like, I am so tired.
I'll be with Shannon, and she'll be like, "Oh, Jimmy just ordered some DoorDash."
Yeah. He
She
actually
gets-
ordered it twice in one day the other day. Chipotle, and then he ordered Starbucks. He sure
I
did.
did
He's
not
got
know
good
you could get
taste.
Starbucks delivered to the house.
Wow.
And like again, he's my
Yeah.
4th kid, so I just don't care anymore. I'm like, yeah, fine, Jimmy.
Wait till he discovers Prime Now. He's going to be
Oh,
ordering all kinds
it's
of
already happens because he logs into my account.
Yeah. 2 hours later, you have
Mhm.
toilet paper and
No
toothpaste
Nerf, like,
showing.
it's like Nerf bullets, and he's a kid, so he's gonna get himself
Oh my
like nice
goodness.
stuff. Well, if you guys are just tuning in, we are live from LEPD Firearm and Range right here on Bethel Road in Columbus, Ohio, and we are giving away free tickets.
Yay, yay. We're showing the love
Yes,
today.
it's 3 tickets in a suite to this Saturday's charity event. The First Responders Hockey Fire vs. Police hockey game, or Police vs. Fire sounds better. Hockey game that starts at 2. Doors open at 1. You can stay and watch OSU take on Minnesota at 6. Like or comment our link below for a chance to win. We will be announcing the winner tomorrow morning at 10 a.m.
And you can come and hang out with us.
Yep, we will be there. It's going to be tons of fun. I'm so
Yes.
excited to go.
And we have a special gift that we are giving
Yes,
away
we
that
do.
day.
I'm super excited.
Did you happen to see it, Jen?
I did. It looks pretty awesome.
Isn't that awesome?
So
I
you
know.
have to
Reese
come-
would love it.
Yes, she would.
I want to win one.
Well, you're going to have to like and comment before 10 a.m. Have a chance to win 3 tickets.
It's so exciting. It's worth showing up just to see what this prize is because it's that good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
They can go-
if I could fit in it,
Right.
I guess I can't win, can I?
They can go on our Facebook page and check it out because there's all kinds of videos.
Yeah.
Guess-
Well, let's digress a little bit. So, go back to how you were transitioning from your career to your home-based business.
It was definitely an interesting process because I'm used to being busy and hanging out with other adults.
Right.
And then you're just having conversations with a 2-year-old, a 1-year-old, which doesn't really go that far.
No.
So yeah, just trying to find my mom hustle was, it was interesting over a couple years. And then
Because you
finally
do
the
kind of
cook-
lose yourself as a mom.
You do, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, your only interaction is with people at Target and Starbucks.
Yeah. And then like Barney and Nick Jr. And
Right.
Oh.
yes.
Speaking of Barney, my my mother-in-law was singing a song that Kookaburra song this morning.
I don't know that
I'm
one.
way past
Yeah.
the Barney stages.
Oh.
I'm
Could you,
sorry.
Could you like sing that for us?
Well,
'Cause
anyway,
I'm not understanding.
Cuckoo Bear sits in the old gum tree.
Oh yeah, I do
eating
know
a-
it. That's right.
So I remember watching that from Barney. I mean, it's just a side note there,
You
but
watched Barney when you were little?
with my sister.
Oh my.
Yeah, sure.
How young are you really?
We're 11 years apart, but
Yeah, my
Anyway.
oldest watched Barney.
so
yeah.
yeah.
That's all I used to watch in Teletubbies. So you probably,
Oh,
what is it, like the
Bubble
baby
Guppies.
shark?
Bubble Guppies.
Paw Patrol.
Aw.
Paw Patrol.
Trolls is the new thing.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm. And you start talking like that too when you're
Yes.
talking to your child.
Dora was the big thing at my house when
Oh.
they were little. We were in the Dora stages.
She's so weird. We're her parents.
Yeah, I know. She certainly has an awesome abuela,
Listen,
though.
she's not weird because everybody's walking around with those backpacks, and it reminds me of Dora. It's Dora's backpacks.
Dora
like,
had
it's an
some good
in thing, those
marketing.
purses.
Like, where are her parents?
Yes, my sister's always like wearing her, backpack purse. I'm like, where's your Dora? Like, is like Sniper the Sniper gonna come out or whatever his name is?
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, it's so weird watching people walk around with those purses on.
You know who else didn't have parents? Max and Ruby. Max and Ruby. They had no parents. Could never figure out where they were. They were all over town. They were the bunnies. Remember the bunnies? They were
Mm-mm.
on Nick
do not.
Jr.
Girl, Smurfs.
Oh.
Was
I
my-
watched
was my
Smurfs when I was
jam.
younger.
We're talking about cartoons, y'all.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
anyway, back on to the sweets
Yeah.
because
Yes.
they are just, not only do they look like a work of art, but they look really yummy. It kind of makes me wish I was
Do you
not
make cakes?
gluten-free.
I do not. I do chocolate chip cookie cakes with buttercream.
Ooh.
They're really yummy.
Oh, geez. So if I wanted a dozen of cookies, how much does a dozen of cookies cost me?
A dozen is any like standard size are between 40 and 48, and then minis start at 27.
And how many comes in the minis?
You'd get a dozen.
A
as
dozen.
well. Yeah.
I mean, but the big ones are huge. Like,
yeah,
they're huge.
that's kind of just the medium size, and they're
Mhm.
not. I mean,
No,
I
I've
just put
seen the
icing
maps.
on.
I want a basket. I've seen them. Like, they're so good. I
They're
think I might have
so
ate every
pretty.
single one of them.
They're so beautiful. They're
Mhm.
beautiful. I mean,
So what other cookies have you made? Give us some examples of some of the things that you can make. If someone's come to you and said, I need something really crazy, can you do this? Have you done something really crazy before?
I've done bachelorette cookies, which I have
Oh.
not. My husband and my mom are like, you can't post those on Facebook
Yeah.
because they're inappropriate. But yes, I can do bachelorette cookies. I think the most popular are the Will You Be My Bridesmaid set
yeah.
and Flower Girls.
Mm.
Oh, nice.
Aw.
Birthdays, weddings. I did cookies for some professional athletes.
Nice.
So
Can you mention anybody's name? Or
no.
so what about? Can you say if they play football or if they play baseball?
Football, hockey, and a couple other football
Yeah.
players. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
That's
trying to
exciting.
think. I mean, if you go to her Instagram page, what's your handle?
Summers Cookie Co.
Okay, just go there. Just go there and look at all of the different
Mhm.
cookies. I mean, so I'm curious. Is it like it's so pretty and precise? Is it like a laser or something?
No,
She's just talented.
I do use a like a tiny projector,
Oh.
so that all the font is exactly the same. So if you're ordering wedding cookies, like it has your name. Every cookie looks
Yeah.
identical.
So you do that all by hand?
Yes.
And
I thought that was a
tons of
printer.
patience.
No.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
So I'm glad you're here to tell
So I
us
do
all
have
that.
carpal tunnel.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, they're so great. So go to her Instagram. Just check out all of these cookies. I'm trying to think like my favorite ones. I mean, like I've seen some like tie dye, right?
Oh, like watercolor.
Yeah, watercoloring.
That's really big.
Oh yeah.
What about the
that's super-
flavors?
I gave you guys Ghirardelli chocolate and vanilla. The chocolate is to die for.
Did you do like a lemon?
Lemon,
I do lemon,
almonds.
almond, blueberry, pecan,
Making me hungry.
snickerdoodle.
Gosh, it's limitless.
Mhm.
If you have a taste for it,
Yeah, I
she can
make
make it.
So
Summer's Cookie Co.
Yes. So let me ask, do you eat the cookies? Because I think I'd be tired of cookies.
I haven't eaten them in 10 weeks because we're doing keto.
Oh.
So I try the icing, then I'll spit it out in the trash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to make sure
Well, you
that
still
the
get the
flavor's right
taste,
on.
yeah.
Yeah. So I
Mhm.
mean, I get a little bit of the taste, but I'm not really a big sweet person.
Well,
Yeah,
that
but-
works.
Yeah,
Yeah. So your house probably always smells like a cookie candle.
it does.
People want to
Yes.
come to your house for Christmas parties
Yeah.
and for all family
Yeah, like
gatherings.
we have therapists over all the time for our youngest daughter, And they're always like, it smells like cookies. I'm like, I haven't baked for a couple days, but
It's just
Just-
ingrained.
yes.
It's in the
just,
paint.
yeah.
yes.
Sorry,
it's in
Beth.
your DNA now, right?
No, it's like, sorry, Bed Bath & Beyond, or what is it, Bath & Body Works. You have your own
Yep.
candles at your
Yes.
house.
Yeah, you could just melt down your cookies, put a wick in them.
I
People can
could.
burn that and sell. See, another
Another venture.
another
Yeah.
project for you there on your mom hustle.
Yes.
So I bet your husband is probably the most popular deputy.
Around holidays, yeah, because I'll make samples to take photos
Yeah.
of,
Yeah.
and then I'll send them to work with like 100 cookies.
I bet the guys come in every day. Did your wife send
Yeah.
samples? Hey, buddy, did your wife got samples?
You got samples.
Yeah.
So tell us, is there anything in particular that you've done for a law enforcement community? I mean, I know that you've made me a ton of police cookies, like the Back the Blue,
Yes.
the Ohio cookies. But is there anything in particular that you've done for law enforcement? I know you were really engaged with the FOP.
I do cookies for the FOP a lot for the reverse raffle and some other events. I did cookies and cookie cakes for the Westerville officers' funeral that they had at the lodge, the little after ceremony. Send cookies with John to work.
Yeah.
and Other wives will order cookies. So
Do they
make
order
a
them for
lot-
themselves, or?
just for their husbands to pass out?
Yeah.
Aw, that's
How do you
nice.
think the law enforcement community has come back behind you and backed you in what you're doing? Do you have a lot of law enforcement customers? I mean, has this been a really good?
I don't have a lot, but I think it's just based upon where we live. Being in Pickerington, a lot of the officers live, up north, so they don't want to travel, and I understand that. But the ones that I do have, they order a lot
It's
throughout
worth
the
it.
year.
Well, let's talk about that. Do you deliver, or
I
do
can
you
deliver, yeah.
like
I can-
additional fee?
And there is a small fee unless I'm going to East End, to Costco or something. I'll meet somebody there just to save on them driving and a delivery fee.
So if there is a new mom out there wanting to start her business, like what advice would you give them?
Social media is key. Instagram, I mean, Facebook I get a lot of business from, but Instagram is where it's at. And hashtags.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Photograph everything.
What about her mental state? 'Cause that's what
Wine.
No, yeah.
Wine and coffee.
Yeah.
Oh my
Just
gosh. Could you imagine drinking wine, making cookies? Mine would be like all lopsided.
Mine would be lopsided anyway. She was talking about how you have to let them cool. That's why mine are like all, they don't cool. Like just you throw the
We
icing
ain't got
on it.
patience
You don't
for
have
it.
yeah. I
We're
can't,
like,
can't
come
wait
on,
that
come
long.
on, go faster, go faster.
Seriously.
Taking a blow
let's-
dryer out, trying to get him to cool faster. No, I'm kidding.
Sticking them in the freezer.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's
time
be
to wait for
honest.
this. Need to get my cookie on.
I buy like the blocks and I just put them in.
Yeah. So do you give everybody in your family Christmas cookies?
No, actually I don't. I mean, I'll make some, but I'm usually done with holidays at that
Yeah.
point that I'm like, I don't want to make any more cookies.
Well, I know when I asked if you would like to come on today, you're like, I just got to get through Valentine's Day. I mean, Valentine's Day is a big one.
Yes.
And
It
then
is
last night I forgot to get the girls anything for this morning to open up, so I had to go to Walmart last night at like 10 o'clock.
Aw.
Oh my gosh, I totally forgot.
Because they
about
won't eat cookies with their name on them. They think they're too pretty. So we have like a pile of
that. Oh.
elf cookies
Yeah.
and cookies with their names that they will not touch.
Yeah, Jen does Elf on the Shelf cookies.
I did notice that on the Instagram.
For
Super
Christmas.
cute.
They're super popular.
Super. So how many orders did you do for Valentine's Day today?
I think I made like around 1,200 cookies,
How long did that take you?
like a week.
A week? That's it? Oh, it would take me a month. I would eat half of them along the way, though.
Yes. So how long do they stay fresh?
About 2 weeks in the sealed bags are the freshest. You can stick them in the freezer. You can, get them out whenever you're hungry.
So if you stick them in the freezer, just let them sit out to thaw, or do
yeah,
you
you just
nuke
let them
'em?
sit out for like 8 hours. So put it out the night before.
God,
In
if
the
I'm
morning,
all
they're
good in
fine.
a cookie and get it out of the freezer, I'm not waiting no 8 hours.
8 hours.
I personally think that they're good frozen because we have blueberry lemon cookies in the freezer, and
Crumbled on
Mm.
ice
oh,
cream.
that'd be really good. Yeah.
No, but I'm thinking like on a hot summer day, that might be good.
Yeah.
Be
Yes.
licking that icing like.
I guess we're gonna come over sometime soon. We're gonna have a cookie party.
We have invited ourselves. so.
Yeah.
Why not? Like I'm excited to even open them and try them.
Jen actually, because she posted on her Facebook page, and it was a trivia like, what's my favorite Halloween
Oh yeah.
movie? And it was Teen Witch, and I got it.
Did you get free cookies?
I did. And they were like the skull, like the Day of the Dead cookies. They were so pretty. I didn't even want to eat it. When I took them home, Nixon was like, "What's this?" And they were in a pretty box and everything. They're all individually wrapped. So he's like, "Okay, this is how it's going to go." He's like, "You get the black one. I get the orange one, and Eddie gets the green one." I'm like, "Okay, buddy."
He had that all planned out.
He sure did.
Oh, he was
Don't
having a
touch
heyday.
his.
That's right. Do you have any horror stories?
Yeah, tell us about that.
You have to have one.
Like a bad
Like you're
customer or
up all
something?
night, and then the
Not-
dog came and ate all the cookies.
Not really. I mean, I think like the rack saves me, the baker's rack, just
Uh-huh.
because the cookies are up high, the girls can't get into them. I'm kind of a planner,
Yeah.
so like I want everything wrapped and like ready to go like 12 hours before pickup.
Yeah.
So I'm not like I'd rather get up early in the morning than stay up all night.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have any really crazy stories or crazy customers. Everything's
Aw.
nice.
Yeah.
That's so no one like ordered and then never came to pick their
Order
cookie
and
up.
dash.
Yeah.
No.
So that's a good question. Do they have to pay half up front?
So for like weddings or large corporate events, I have them pay a percentage up front, and then everybody has to pay 10 days before their event.
Well,
I don't really like to hold on to their money for that long, but
Yeah,
I want
you
to
have
make
protect
sure
yourself
that
too.
that they're actually going to get their cookies.
Especially for a corporate event. I mean, you could be making 1,000 cookies.
Right.
And that's a lot.
Yeah,
out
and
of your
there's a lot
pocket,
of supplies that you have to get just to start baking.
but- So does your husband come in the kitchen and help you?
No.
No.
You know what? You know what? We
Well,
can donate some live PD cookies, and they do it in the spring,
yeah.
like a live watch party.
Yeah.
It's only like 3 months away.
That may not be on her schedule.
She's got a calendar. What if we paid double?
Oh my gosh, has anybody ever asked you that? Because that would be so me. Like, can I pay?
I have had people say like, I'll pay like so much more if you can make them. I'm like, it's just me. Like
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
the only one.
Yeah.
As much as I want to take your business, I just can't handle anymore.
I have to sleep.
Yeah.
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 So are you looking for maybe another wife out there that lives remotely close to the east side to come and help sometimes throughout the
My
week?
mom helps a lot, so
Yeah.
she'll come over and put together boxes and put bows on and wrap cookies for me. Handle the girls' first world problem.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Because it's every 5 minutes. Like,
The
I need
internet went
something.
out,
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably best if she picks them up and then takes them outside the house because that way you
Yeah.
really can get stuff done.
Yeah.
So if you had to give one piece of advice to anybody who wants to do the mom hustle that's in our position, what would you say?
Girl,
what is
she
your
answered this
best-
question.
What is your best piece of advice?
Social media.
Yes.
Number one.
Yeah. But as far as getting
And
started in it, not so much about advertising, but getting started.
Wine.
Finding a passion for it. Yeah, that was hers.
Wine. I'll drink wine.
I think like have a separate bank account for your business. You don't have to have everything at once. Like you can slowly buy stuff to add like a baker's rack or a projector or a new mixer. I mean, I bought a lot of stuff, but it's been over a 3-year period.
So having a good plan of action.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, that's just not my personality.
No, it's not.
That's
I
why we
mean-
all work so well together because we're all very different. I would have a plan of action.
Yeah.
You would wing it and be awesome at it.
No, but I would just want everything now. Like, I just don't have patience for that.
I
You
can
know?
see that
Yeah.
about you, girl.
I know. You know? Just the way it is. So we are about over.
Yeah, that went really quickly, didn't it?
It
It
did.
did.
That was fun. I enjoyed learning all about your cookies and your
Yes.
business, and
Yeah, and
can't wait to tear open into those.
yeah, I know, right? So, thank you so much
Thanks for
being
having me.
here. One more time, give us your Instagram handle,
Summers Cookie Co. It's SOMMERS.
and then do you have an email address?
I do. summerscookieco@gmail, or the website's www.summerscookieco.com.
And the calendar's on there, right?
Yes.
So the availability's there. So y'all
Yes.
need to go check that
yeah.
out.
Get on the
I need to go
calendar.
get on that calendar.
That's
and
right.
pencil myself in.
Thank you so much for coming. It was
Yes,
great.
it
We're
was
glad
great
you came.
having you.
And thank y'all for taking the time out of your day to join us. Don't forget to come back next week when we are going to just answer all of the viewer questions that we've had so far. So that should be a really fun show.
Yep. And remember, we want to hear from you. Comment, message us on Facebook, or email us at bluelineGroupOfOhio@gmail.com with any topic you'd like us to talk about. Continue to send in your questions because we have a whole show we can devote to that, probably 2. So keep them coming.
And again, don't forget, we are offering 3 tickets in a suite to this Saturday's event, the First Responders charity event, Police First Fire hockey game. Starts at 2, doors open at 1. Stick around to watch OSU take Minnesota at 6. We're going to pick a winner tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. And again, thank you for being here. And thank you, all the viewers. We are live from LEPD Firearm and Range on Bethel Road, right here in Columbus, Ohio.
That's right. Go check out our Facebook page.
Yeah.
And see the prize that we're giving away.
Yes.
Go check
on
it out.
Saturday.
On Saturday.
Yes.
It's
It's
so
super
fun.
cute. Yep.
It is.
Well, until next time, guys, we are your Blue Line group with your Blue Line Wives Roll Call podcast.